Good day, Africans. There's a story that I think it's important that we must never for a moment allow to die in the whole Ukraine and Russia situation. It's a story of racism, the discrimination of black women and men in that part of the world. It's a story told by #Africans in Ukraine students, and how trying to flee a war-torn country, they were being turned back from public transport, pushed back at train stations, that they would for days walk to get to the nearest border without food, fearing for their lives amidst the shelling by the Russians, only to be turned back by the Ukrainian border guards without a clear explanation that's given. And the only clear reason that they would be turned back, according to these students, is that they were black. Because whilst they were being turned back, their white counterparts were climbing the public transport, getting into trains, not struggling through the border posts. Now, my question is, if they were being turned back, why were they being turned back? One thing is clear: the Polish blame the Ukrainians blame the Polish. But it's even worse for those few that managed to make it across, who, after days of starving and walking and doing whatever means necessary to get to safety, fearing for their lives, looking for an accommodation for a night, would be told that the hotels are the reserve of the Ukrainians. This is a clear example that black lives does not matter. That seemingly, if you are white and you are European, you are more of a human being. That if you are white and European, you are worthy to be taken to safety. But if you are young black men or women, you can go and die under the Russian shelling. I'm not sure if this is the message that's been transmitted, but my point is this: the very rights that the Ukrainians are fighting for were the very rights they were denying us as black Africans to enjoy. As much as we want peace in that part of the world, we want peaceful settlement of that situation. We do not want innocent civilians, young men, women, and children, disabled, the elderly, to be subjected to that unnecessary bombardment. But one thing is clear: as the world leaders gather to discuss the Ukrainian situation, they must never do so without discussing the plight of black men and women in that part of the world, the racism that those young people were facing in an armed conflict situation. Because one thing is clear: it is appalling, it is disgusting. Because as much as European lives matter, black lives matter, African lives matter, just like all lives matter, there's nobody that is special. If you like what you heard, continue to subscribe to the channel, because on this platform, we speak truth to power, even if the powers that be are European, are Western, American, or any power in the world. Thank you very much.